Alright, so welcome back to the last tutorial for this section. Till now we saw how to read inputs from the user and display them back, but we did not actually see how we can modify some data, right? So in this tutorial we'll be dealing with that. We'll be looking at how we can perform some arithmetic operations on simple integer data. So for performing any operations we use something called as operators, right? In maths also we have the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, etc., and we have all those in C along with a bunch of other operators, but I'll quickly tell you guys the mostly used operators. We have something called as a unary operator. Now the most commonly used unary operator are the plus plus and the minus minus operators. Plus plus is called the increment and minus minus is called the decrement operator, which basically is equivalent to adding 1 and subtracting 1 from any value, right? Next we have something called as binary operator, which contains all the mathematical operations used: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and the percentage or modulus operator. Now what this does is it basically gives us the remainder. Whenever we use the division operator we get the quotient, and when we use the percentage or modulo operator we get the remainder, right? And there is something else called as a ternary operator, which we'll be taking a look in the next tutorial. So let's quickly read two numbers and try performing any one operation. So I'll say num1 and num2. Let's keep it simple. So I'll be quickly reading two values. I'll ask the user to enter two values, enter two numbers, and I'll scan two numbers. So for scanning two numbers you need not use two different lines. You can add two percentage d here and you can read all of them in a single line. So I'll say num1 comma ampersand num2. Don't forget the ampersand, it is very important. And now I'll simply display the sum is, the sum is, and I'll say percentage d, and I'll perform the addition here. I'll say num1 plus num2, right? So this is the simplest operation which we can perform on any numbers. So let's actually run the code and see what we get. Enter two numbers 4 and 5. The sum of 4 and 5 is 9 exactly. So it is working just fine. So that is how we deal with operators in C. So you can go ahead and try all the other operators which I told you guys about. Try out the plus plus and minus minus operators and the other operators, other mathematical operators as well. And we'll be talking about ternary operators in the next one. See you there.